Yes, I do rock out to my own music. I love that song that comes on in the intro. Hey, what's up? What's up? Going to talk to you really quick today about if you are in sales and you are a sales pro, this is for you. If you are a sales leader, this is probably also for you. Listen. Discounts. Are they killing your credibility or are they gaining loyalty? Right? Because sometimes you're like, oh, but I got to give this customer a discount to really bring them in. But do you? Is it helping you or is it hurting you in the long run? Yeah, it might be helping your short-term numbers, but what's it doing for the long term? I'm going to give you a tip, a really good tip that you can use right now to make that discount pay off. So that way you're not discounting. Just in case you're wondering, well, who in the hell is she? And why does she have the right to tell me what to do with my discount? I got you covered. My name is Dawnna St. Louis. And besides being the person who created coaching for the sale, specifically for people who are subject matter experts, subject matter experts who have a somewhat complex product to sell and they want to make it seamless and effortless for their customers to buy. Yeah, I kind of made that thing. And that methodology is a world-class methodology that has really changed the game for our clients. What we have found is that educated customers buy either 30% more and 30% more often. That's a nice little stat. I'm also the CEO of Fyrebrand.net. I work with subject matter experts who want to turn their expertise into a high profit business. That's a nice way of saying I make smart people really rich. All right. Let's do it. Let's talk about this. Discounts. You know the deal. You are right there. You've had the conversations, and now this person is saying to you, it's about the money. First of all, it's never about the money, but they're telling you it's about the money. And they're saying, it's just not in the budget this year. We don't have it right now. I'll think about it in 6 months. I'll think about it, by the way, means that it's definitely not about the money. But let's say before we start passing out discounts like we're making it rain like an NBA player to strip club, before we do that, let's really, really talk about whether it truly is the money. So before we go down the path of giving the customer a discount, we want to ask them this question. If I got you this discount that you're looking for, would you sign on the dotted line? Would we be ready to go forward? If your customer says, well, it's not about the money. I'm just going to let you know right there. It's not about the money. If they pause with the, well, it means that it is about one of three things. So it's not about the money. So then it's about timing. It's about time. It's about schedule. If it's not about time or if it's not about money or schedule, then it's about effort. How much work do they have to do? What's required on their part? And if it's not about money, time, or schedule, then it's about quality. And that quality can run in a multitude of things. It could be the quality of how much they trust you. That could be a quality issue, quality of your relationship. It could be the quality of your product. They don't believe your reputation. Again, this is a trust issue. So you really want to make sure that you know exactly why your customer is hesitating. Just because they said it's money doesn't mean it's money. You need to ferret out why it is. And to do that, of course, you have to ask the next best question. And oh my God, if I get one more sales pro that comes up to me and says, well, these are the list of questions I have, that is not how you ask the next best question. The next best question does not mean interrogate the hell out of my customer. Don't do that. That's not asking the next best question. The next best question is actually something that you do by identifying keywords and knowing what to ask them next, but that's a whole other thing. Let's go back to it. But let's say you've asked this question and it really is the money. It really comes down to the money isn't in the budget this year, or they don't have all of it in the budget this year. You've done all the other little negotiation strategies and they really do need a discount. Okay, at Fyrebrand.net and at Dawnna.com, we don't do discounts and we still don't lose customers. So what do we do and why don't we do discounts? Let me explain. If you do a discount, let's say you have a product that's $10,000 and you tell the customer you can get them that product for $9,000, which would be right in line with their budget. This is what they hear. Oh, wow. Bob just went and got me a nice little discount. Was Bob trying to sell me a $9,000 product for $10,000? Would he have taken the $10,000 if I would have given it to him, knowing very well that this product is really only worth $9,000? Is this product even worth $9,000? Is this product worth $9,000? Can Bob get me another $1,000 discount? Is this a $7,500 product? Should I be getting a bigger discount? Yeah. When you give discounts, what you actually do is start raising questions in the minds of your customer in regards to the value of what you're selling them. Don't do discounts. And you're probably sitting there going, but I got a quota to hit and I'm not going to hit my numbers. And this customer will get me over the finish line. I got you covered. This is how you handle that. So let's say, for example, we're going to use Bob again, and Bob's giving a 10% discount. Do not give a 10% discount. Make the customer work for the money. This is how you do it. If they want a 10% discount, they must have skin in the game. So if you're showing up right now, you just got on the meat of it. Giving discounts are bad. And number two, we're going to show you what to do instead of giving a discount. It does not create loyalty. It creates questions and it reduces trust and credibility in the product. It also makes them value the product when you discount. When you discount the price, you discount the value and you increase how much the customer questions the value of the product. So this is what you're going to do instead. You need to incentivize customers. And what I would challenge you to do is have a list of incentives. Let me give you an example. As a keynote speaker, as an international keynote speaker, my keynote rate is $25,000. So every time I step on stage, $25,000. However, I incentivize my customers when they hire me for multiple days. So then instead of giving them a keynote rate of $25,000, they get a daily rate of $25,000 when they hire me for 2 days. This means that they can get a keynote, a couple of breakout sessions, and something in the afternoon. They get 4, whatever they want that day. They can get 8 things. 8 things would normally cost $200,000. Now, what are they doing? They are literally getting 8 things for $50,000. I am incentivizing them to hire me for more than 1 day. And you're going, well, why in the hell would you do that? Well, number one, I'm going to be there anyway. Number two, the more I'm in front of my customer, the more likely they are to hire me again. Okay, and you're going, well, Dawnna, we can't do those types of incentives. It's okay. Let me give you another incentive. Check this out. Let's say my customer goes, Dawnna, seriously, like my budget for all the speakers in the conference is $25,000. I can't very well have you be all the speakers. And I'm like, can't you? Okay, so maybe they can't. But what if I said something like this? Do you have clients, coworkers, colleagues, people who are in your same situation? They are directors of sales, they are vice presidents of sales, and within the next 6 months, they're going to have a kickoff meeting. And for that kickoff meeting, they need a person who is a kick-ass sales speaker, an expert with her own methodology that says things that most people don't say. Would they like that? Would they like someone other than Bob too to be on stage? Maybe they like a little Dawnna to be on stage. And they're sitting there at that moment, they're going, I can think of a few people. Can you think of 5? Now all of a sudden their mind is ticking. Can they think of 5 people? Because if they can think of 5 people, I will take $1,000 off of my rate for every person that they came up with. So now we've gone from simple math, $25,000 to $20,000. Why? Because they're going to make 5 introductions. You know what is valuable to someone in sales? A hot lead, a hot introduction. You're going to introduce me to 5 people who you know that can use my services. And I know you're sitting there going, but what if they don't? But what if they do? But what if they do? Okay, so now they just got $5,000 off. Let's go to the next level. Okay, and maybe your number is different. Maybe you can give a percentage off. Maybe you can give a different dollar amount off. Do not get stuck in the details of what I'm doing. Get stuck in the details of what you can do. What is the percentage? How can you incentivize your customer? There's your first incentive. Let's say my second incentive is something like this. All right, now that we have that nailed down, we're still over budget. So let's say their budget is 17.5 and I'm at 25 and they're going, holy crap, we can never afford you. Pause. We just took 5,000 off. We're down to 17.5. And now what if I say something like this? Can you reserve the date in full? I know the event isn't for 6 months, but can you reserve the date in full within the next 7 to 10 business days? Now all of a sudden they're thinking, can I pay you in full within the next 7 to 10 business days? If the answer is yes, I'll give you a 6% discount. Whoa, pause. What did we just do there? That's another $1,500 off. We are now at 18.5. We're at 18.5. We went from 25,000 to 18.5, and we're only $1,000 difference. I'm pretty sure they can find an extra $1,000. And by the way, for my clients who have the testicular fortitude and ovarian audacity to ask for the extra 1,000, I usually do something like meet them halfway. But my point is that I have just secured a client and 5 introductions. Do you know what I'm going to do with 5 introductions? I have an 80% close rate. What do you think I'm going to do with 5 introductions? Listen, I don't care who you are, but if you told your sales leader, listen, I'm going to need to give her 5 introductions and she's going to give me a $7,500 discount, all of a sudden they're like, okay, 5 introductions. Let's make those introductions happen. In fact, let's make the introductions happen. Let's make sure we get her on the calendar. Let's make the conversations happen. Let's get them in text messages. Are you kidding me? What am I going to do with that? I'm going to turn those 5 introductions into another $80,000. That's my average. 5 introductions quickly becomes $80,000. I gave up $7,500 to get $80,000. I basically gave them a 10% discount. I need you to stop discounting for your customers and start incentivizing your customers. Start thinking about, how do I maintain the integrity and value of my product and let my customer know that it is important to me to maintain the integrity and value of my product. When I work for companies like Microsoft, Salo, TransFinder, Greycastle, right? Big and small companies alike. This is one of the things that I teach them. Yes, you have to educate your client. You also have to educate your sales pros to recognize that discounts, the words discount, literally have a negative psychological effect on your customer buying from you again and increasing trust. It negatively impacts the trust your client has in you. They now think that you are trying to get over on them. Can't do that. You want to maintain your integrity and your value in the sales process. So don't be so quick to go and run and say, I need a 10% discount, then I'll get this customer. I need a 5% discount, and then I'll get this customer. I need to have a list of incentives. And here's the other thing, and this for my sales leaders. I'm going to call y'all out. It is your responsibility to write down a list of incentives that your sales pros, your elite sales pros can use. You need to have those written out. What do those incentives look like? My sales team knows 100% what our incentives look like. They're like, okay, we know there's for every conversation, for every introduction, it's $1,000. For repayment in full, it's this amount. Like, we have those numbers written out, and now they have the authority to have that conversation. They are not doing that bullshit that we all hate when we go to the car dealership. Yeah, I'm just going to run back here and talk to my manager and see what they say. No, do not make your salespeople have to go and run back and talk to the manager every time. Give them the ability to close the deal. Give them a list of incentives they can use. Tell them what the cap out is on that incentive. And make sure that they are leveraging the hell out of those incentives. If they give 5 introductions, they damn well better be closing 4 of them deals. And I mean 5 strong introductions. It is your job as a sales leader to empower your salespeople to close the deal with your ideal client. And it is the job of the salesperson to stop throwing out discounts like you're an NBA player trying to make it rain at a strip club. Cut it out. Start incentivizing your clients and give your sales pros the power to incentivize those clients. You will increase loyalty. You will increase the number of ideal clients that you have coming into your business. And when you use my methodology, coaching for the sale, you will increase your numbers because you'll have a more educated client who'll want to work with you. I'll talk about that next time. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. I see you, Barbara. I see you, Kelvin. I see all the people putting comments over in my chat. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My website is right there at the bottom. It's Dawnna.com. And if you are a subject matter expert and you want to turn that expertise into a hell of a lot more money, then you need to get in contact with me, because that's what I do. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic one. Holla.